Welcome to Inspire Me with Jay. This is a podcast to inspire, uplift, show forth the love of God, and help usher in the spiritual awakening. Ice, ice, baby, to go. Okay, ice, ice, baby, to go. Where's my guy? I don't know. I do not know. There we go. Ice, ice, baby, to go. Ice, ice, baby, to go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this to go. Ice, ice, baby, to go. Oh, wait, it was there. Start from beginning. Okay, maybe I'll just try to just do it all. Ice, ice, baby, to go. Uh, ice, ice, baby, to go. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Inspire Me with Jay. I'm your host, Jay Spillers, author and teacher. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to be doing mostly an audio version of this podcast with a nice picture. I'm going to be talking about abiding calmness. What is an abiding calmness meditation? This is from a presentation that I did for my community class. Abiding calmness, or what we call Shamatha meditation, is a form of stillness meditation. It literally means tranquility. The Shamatha means tranquility or abiding calmness. There's basically three phases to abiding calmness. First one is you want to ease into it. Then you want to go to stillness and steadiness. And then you may obtain clarity. That is sort of the idea of the Shamatha meditation or abiding calmness. Now, there is 7 postures associated with this. First one is you want your eyes downward, but not closed. You basically wanted a relaxed focus. Your mouth is supposed to have your tongue rest on the bottom of your teeth, slightly curled, which kind of causes your mouth to be slightly open. There's a slight tilt of the head down and the chin slightly up. Shoulders back and down, chest opens up. And then your spine is supposed to be straight but relaxed. You're sort of supposed to imagine your spine is like gold coins with gold coins stacked on top. Hands fold over with your thumbs touching. And then, of course, the 7th step is you sit in the lotus position. Now, honestly, I haven't really done too much of this posture that's taught in some aspects of the Shamatha meditation, but that's just what it is if you'd like to try it, and you can go through those 7 different steps. You can also see that I have the handout. I'll put a link to it in the description. With abiding calmness, you simply just rest and watch your breath. There's an awareness of the space between your breath as it goes in and out. And this abiding calmness or shamatha meditation that I talked about is similar to what I wrote about in my book, Stillness meditation. And it's connected to mindfulness because shamatha is the abiding calmness, or as I say, stillness. And then there's the mindfulness meditation, which is vipassana. And So you have stillness meditation, mindfulness meditation. That's how I categorized it. And of course, stillness is where you just basically slow the mind and body, you still it. Whereas mindfulness, the focus is on the present moment. One is about being calm and at peace. The other is about becoming more deeply aware and gaining insight. It's sort of like if you're watching a flower, you might just see the flower and be still, whereas mindfulness, you'd be sort of mindfully noticing different elements of the flower, the petals, the color, the the stem, how it sways as the wind blows it, things like that. So where is your focus is kind of the difference. And oftentimes we think of stillness and mindfulness as sort of separate categories, and they can be separated out. You could do simply a stillness shamatha meditation where you're just trying to achieve calmness, or you could do a mindfulness meditation. But often what happens is they're not necessarily separate, they can be occurring together. You could be achieving your stillness and then go into mindfulness, or they could be happening simultaneously. That as you start to meditate and become mindful, the mind and body is just naturally stilled. So you can be conscious of your stillness as you meditate, or you can simply still yourself as you're mindful. So they can be a blended type of meditation. What is stillness? This is how I define it. Stillness is when the body is completely still with no movement while the mind slows itself down. You want to remove the clutter of thoughts and distractions of life and begin to just simply become calm. When you can become too thoroughly relaxed, the mind and or sorry, let me start again. When you can begin to thoroughly relax the mind and body, you can reduce stress, tension, and illness. Stillness is a time to become absolutely calm and at peace within mind and body. You just want to be completely placid. Every fiber of your being is going to become relaxed and quiet. And this was obviously a quote from my book, Meditation for Everyone. I thought that you might find that interesting. Are you in the habit of being still? Are there times when you were completely still? That's something to think about. Are you in the habit of being still? And when you think of stillness, like I'm talking about, there's maybe a few activities that um, might help to put your, it might help you to understand it. Like, remember when you would play hide and go seek and you'd be completely still and the other kids would be looking for you? That's kind of like an example of the stillness that we're talking about, where everything is closed in. That obviously that's not a perfect example because usually you're pretty anxious and you're trying to, avoid being caught and everything. Maybe a better example of stillness would be what I call the caveman, where you sort of visualize yourself as a caveman frozen in a block of ice for eons upon eons, and you just watch the world go by. But everything about you, mind and body, is completely still. So think of yourself as that caveman, the block of ice. Another example might be like the stillness of a lake. Like sometimes when you look out and the lake has virtually no movement on the water, and it's completely still and placid. You might even imagine yourself floating in the lake and becoming one with the lake. That's sort of an example of stillness, a visualization stillness. Maybe you could come up with a few more of your own. within and in the moment. This also comes from my book. To find stillness, ultimately, you have to find it within yourself. Because let's face it, the world around you may be anything but still. To look within your soul to find true peace, joy, and happiness and love. This is where it truly originates. If you can find stillness or anything of value within, you can find the calmness you want and be able to meditate regardless of circumstances. You can find that life is a meditation. How do you still your mind and body? Well, the first place you can start to still it is through the technique of breath. You simply take a few deep breaths in through your nose, hold for approximately 8 seconds, exhale through your mouth, and then just breathe normally through your nose, very slow and calmly, just in a what would be comfortable breathing, and you just notice your breath. That's a way to still. That's also obviously part of mindfulness as you start to notice your breath, but simply just breathing slow and calmly and watching it can still yourself. Sometimes having a special location when you're meditating or simply want to be still can help to generate stillness. Maybe you have a certain place you like to go relax. That might be a place to still mind and body. Music and sound is a good way to still the body and mind. Because sometimes you can have meditation music, ambient music, sometimes even just very soft, peaceful music. And then there's sounds like environmental sounds is an excellent way to do it. Water flowing, birds chirping, anything that would help you to still from environmental sounds. Sometimes on YouTube, you can find both a mixture of music with environmental sounds, ambient music and environmental sounds, which as you listen to that and as you close your eyes and begin to meditate, can help to still mind and body. And of course, I had talked about the mini meditation where you simply meditate anywhere for 1 to 3 minutes or longer, but try for 1 to 3 minutes. Take in a few deep breaths, have a visualization, have a calming phrase, and you just sort of still yourself for a minute. You might take in a few deep breaths, like I talked about, and then you close your eyes and you visualize something peaceful, like a flowing river, and you say something like, I am calm and at peace. I am calm and at peace. And that's a way to start stilling. Why is stillness so important? Well, obviously, if you want to meditate, at some level, you're going to have to be in a still state. You're going to have to be in a calm state to be able to meditate. So whether you consciously seek stillness, like in the Shamatha, or whether you just jump into mindfulness or something else, stillness is going to have to be achieved for the meditation to really occur. Obviously, just in regular life, you want to be able to still mind and body so you're not constantly anxious and stressed out. So it's necessary to help relieve stress and anxiety. Some applications we had were this. This first one was try each of the suggested techniques, and we just mentioned those: the breath, the location, the music and sound, calming phrases, mini meditation, to see which ones can help you find stillness in a given moment. And take at least 2 minutes with each technique at different times during the day. Then try a mini meditation where you can combine all or a few of those techniques together. Here's a second application. You can find this on the handout. With one or a combination of the techniques above, Close your eyes and try to visualize one of the illustrations given to capture stillness. You may create your own vision for stillness or focus on that as well. The illustrations given include the caveman and the lake. And then, of course, the third application here is to create at least 5 calming phrases and that can incorporate stillness and one or all of the other meditation skills, such as positive affirmations, gratitude, and mindfulness. Be creative with this and make sure that you write them in your journal for future reference. So that was basically the discussion I had on stillness. You want to still mind and body as part of meditation, either as a meditation unto itself or blend it in with other types of meditation like mindfulness. Thank you. Have you ever wanted to learn to meditate? Check out my book, Meditation for Everyone: How to Quickly Have a More Peaceful, Mindful, and Fulfilled Life, and support this channel. With Meditation for Everyone, you will learn to quickly and easily meditate, relieve stress and anxiety, alleviate depression, and have more joy, peace, and relaxation. What you will learn: mindfulness, the art of stillness, step by step on how to meditate, strategies for overcoming challenges to meditation, and much more. D. Mason said this is a nice meditation book, even for those already meditating. I agree with the statements that it will help to have a more peaceful, mindful, and fulfilled life. 4.6 star rating, available on Amazon.